Alrighty, Battle City action. In this one, we have got Joey Wheeler, and he is going up against the mime, Strings. This is the guy that Yugi won his Slifer the Sky Dragon off. Now, Strings does have Slifer in his deck as well. That's because his whole deck strategy revolved around Slifer. Strings has been one of the more underperforming duelists of Battle City, and it's not hard to see why. His deck is not actually that good. Joey he's done okay. Okay, all monsters for his first turn though. Axe Raider, Panther Warrior, Hayabusa Knight, Flame Manipulator, and the Legendary Fisherman. First of all, thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the match. For my long-time viewers, yes, these duels are going into the pre-recorded stage, so I can drive 9 hours to a town that I want to visit, along with trying to get ahead while keeping the content consistent. I am trying to get ahead so I can get a GX series, because I only get 32 deck slots on this game, so I need to free them up. 16 each. I've got 16 for Duelist Kingdom, I've got 16 for Battle City. Besides, I did remove one off one switch so I can make room for Becca's duels. But yes, the idea of pre-recording, we're going to try it for a couple of weeks, and if it still goes well, the quality is still there. I should be able to get a GX series and other mini-series out a lot sooner, because I put it into sort of like the timeline per the duels that we do per day to how long it would actually take to finish, and we're going into 2025 on Battle City, and I don't really want it to take that long before I start getting GX out. Like, I don't want to wait to the end of the Battle City series and then go into GX. I kind of want to do GX, or start doing some GX stuff a little bit earlier than that. So, but it's all in the work of progress. So Axe Raider and Hayabusa Knight are on Joey's side of the field, and Strings has just played down Behegan, so he is going after that Hayabusa Knight, which can attack twice. Now, Joey did have a Trap Hole of Spikes. He has actually pulled 2 good cards in his first couple of turns. He started with all monsters, but alright, what have we got here? Dice Reroll. Along with the Legendary Fisherman, there's a Flame Manipulator there, a Monster Reborn as well. And Hayabusa Knight has just been tributed. So Joey will do less life point damage. Oh, okay, no, he's gone for Monster Reborn. Clever play. So Hayabusa Knight will make its return. So, oh, Joey is going to do a ton of damage here. So 2,000 plus 17 is 37. 47 plus the 850 is, what, 5550 if my math is right. Is that Joey has just done so early in this match. We all know that Strings' deck isn't that powerful. We know that he's been slapped around all tournament. I think he's won one. And I think that might have been against Loomis and Umbra, if I remember correctly, or someone like that. Another duelist who hasn't won very many games. And it looks like this one is all over already. There goes Wormdrake. So if he jumps Strings' deck early like this, he will probably win 99% of the time. Turn change back to Joey, and Strings is going to be beaten in this one already. Down goes Panther Warrior, and he won't even need to play Panther Warrior into attack. Not with Legendary Fisherman. The card he won off Mako. And his classic monster in Axe Raider finishes off Strings in just 8 turns. That is an absolute demolition job. It is a best of 3, so we will see another match, but that is an absolute demolition job. We'll go from Strings' perspective in this one. Oh, I don't know what difference it will make for the bald man. The bald mime who stood there like a statue until it was time to try and defeat Yugi. Until he outdrew his deck, as Yugi put him into an endless loop. Reverse Buster. Alright, Joey and Strings. Joey wins the rock, paper, scissors and elects to go first. Alright, what are Strings drawn? There's Revival Jam, there's Wormdrake and Humanoid Slime, along with Beast King of the Swamps as well. And Joey starts off with Scapegoat, so mustn't be too confident in his hand if he wants to blast Scapegoat straight away, but 4 defensive shields now on the field for Joey. There's also Revival Jam in Strings' hand, which was one of his ace monsters. Alright, turn change back to Strings. Says, oh, Fusion Sage. So Strings will be able to get Humanoid Wormdrake to the field on his first turn. That's a bit of a win for Strings. That's a 2200 attacker. Now he used Beast King of the Swamps as effect. Might as well. Oh, interesting. He's gone for Humanoid Slime. That is a 2000 defense, but I guess with a 2200 attacker on the field, you don't want to go the defensive route, so you could use Wormdrake as another attacker. I mean, Strings is going to have to attack if he wants any chance of getting through and getting a point against Joey. Down goes the 7 Tools of the Bandit. And now Revival Jam, which is a 1500. So 1500 and 2200. So Strings has got a lot of attack power out very early on. Joey, though, with these Scapegoats all over the place. Alright, it's a good start for Strings. What does Joey have in response here? Five cards in hand. He goes with a face down spell or trap. And, oh, okay, to his end phase. What's he cooking? Now, Strings does have 7 Tools of the Bandit. There's Yugioh Drakmord. Very trolling card, that one. Alright, Sheep token destroyed. Wormdrake attacks the other Scapegoat token, and Strings could pull first life point damage here. And it could be with Humanoid Wormdrake. And it is. Joey's face down isn't activated. Alright, Joey has got 5 cards in hand. And down goes Axe Raider. It's in attack mode. And, oh, Lightning Blade. Oh, that reduces water monsters as well. So Humanoid Wormdrake and Revival Gem both lose 500 points, and Axe Raider is at 2500. That is a great card, Lightning Blade. That is a massive attack boost, and against water monsters, Humanoid Wormdrake is destroyed. Now, Strings does have Yugioh Drakmord, so Axe Raider is going to be paralyzed from that effect as well. And Strings has absolutely no choice, he has to play that, so Axe Raider now cannot attack. And Strings will also throw down a Magic Jammer, so he can block spells and traps. So Joey's attacking is going to have to be what gets it done here, although he doesn't know that though, so... Alright, what's Joey got in response? Yeah, his Axe Raider is stuck for 2 turns before it will get destroyed, and then Yugioh Drakmord will go back to Strings' hand. There is Guardian of the Labyrinth. So that is going to go after Revival Jam. And what do you do if he Strings here? He decides to activate it, so he's pulled Revival Jam back. It will come back at the end of the turn. Or during Strings' next standby phase, actually. Alright, there's Gruesome Goo. As Revival Jam comes back, Gruesome Goo is, again, it's another water type, so it can't actually destroy... It can't actually destroy Guardian of the Labyrinth. It would lose 500 points. Strings, so he does have Wormdrake, if he wants to get rid of that Guardian of the Labyrinth. Let's see. He's having a bit of a think. He's contemplated. So, Guardian of the Labyrinth is... Oh, there's Graceful Dice. Now, does Strings go for Magic Jammer? He may not need to. Oh my god, Joey has rolled a 1. Oh, there's dice re-roll, so Joey going to re-roll his dice here. Now, he does have 7 tools of the Bandit, so he can block that if he wants to. So dice roll is activated. Oh, is that not activated? Ah, okay. Well, Joey would have had to have rolled a 4 or above. It would have been a 50-50. It would appear that you have to activate dice roll before you roll the dice. I didn't know that myself. I have never actually activated dice roll on this game. Okay, well, we'll know that for next time. So let's just say that Joey rolled a 2. If he got his dice roll card the right way around. I've never activated that card before. Okay, Axe Raider has been tributed. That means Yugioh Drakmord has been destroyed, and the 1850 Legendary Fisherman has come to the field and got rid of Wormdrake. Joey is now, you would say, in control of the match. There's Mother Grizzly. Gruesome Ghoul on the field, so Strings does have some defense, but Joey now can possibly start getting the attack going here. They're all still nearly equal on life points. As we see Alligator Sword. If you get Alligator Sword Dragon, that is a great card. That can attack directly if the opponent, unless the opponent's got some certain attributes, I think, on the field. And Strings again has elected to get his Revival Jam back. He may be running out of defenders very soon as well, so he's going to need Revival Jam, even though it's costing 1,000 points. Revival Jam comes back. Negate Attack is also in Strings' hand now, so he might get another turn to try to draw something, but unless he gets Slifer to the field and has cards in his hand, he just has very little in his deck to realistically fight back with. Alright, Joey went with a face down spell or trap. And another face down spell or trap from Joey. 1850 on the Legendary Fisherman, now going after that face down. And Strings decides to activate 7 tools. Buy himself another turn with some defense on the field. Alright, Strings draws that terrible Jam Breeding Machine card. So he's elected not to play Jam Breeding Machine, and probably for the best. Is he going after Alligator Sword here? He is. So he gets rid of one of Joey's attacking forces. Does he use Revival Jam's effect again? He elects not to. He's starting to run low on life points, and he has got a Mother Grizzly on the field. He could use Mother Grizzly to get a humanoid slime with 2,000 defense to the field. May be able to protect himself just a little while longer. And there goes Monster Reborn. From Joey, he is going to pull back Strings' own humanoid Wormdrake. Although Strings did have a Magic Jammer, and good. He threw away the Jam Breeding Machine and has managed to activate Magic Jammer. Otherwise, Joey was Strings was well in trouble if humanoid Wormdrake come to Joey's side of the field. Okay. Mother Grizzly destroyed by Legendary Fisherman. Look at that, he's got very little to play with. We'll go to attack mode, but he should be able to get it to defense on his next turn. So humanoid slime, it is a 2000 defense. There's Sinister Serpent. And 2000 defense now on Strings' side of the field, so he's hoping for some sort of miracle here that he can defend himself, but it won't take long for Joey to get above that. So he's just gone straight to his end phase, so he's passed his turn. There's Behegan. Turn change, back to Joey, draws another card. A bit of contemplation here from Joey. What's he cooking? No, straight to his end phase. Okay. There's Wormdrake again. I had to double them up in Strings' deck because his deck was one of the hardest to make to keep it true enough to his anime deck. The Strings with very little counterplay. And what better to go with the Legendary Fisherman than the Legendary Sword? So that'll put Legendary Fisherman at 2150, and now here comes Rocket Warrior. So Humanoid Slime no longer able to defend, and Strings is going to start hemorrhaging life points. So another 1500 off, that's going to leave Strings at 3250. And Strings has to defend. He will likely only be able to get one monster to the field. There's infinite cards, which doesn't help. Oh, he's gone with Behegan. He probably should have gone with Wormdrake, but it doesn't really matter in the end now, does it? Strings is not going to win this match. And it is Masaki the Legendary Swordsman. And Joey has attacked with Legendary Fisherman anyway, so 2600 coming off Strings is going to be left with... is that 650? Yeah, I think it's 650. It is 650. Strings almost beaten, probably only going to last one more turn. Oh, Nightmare Steel Cage. Okay, he's going to get another 2 turns. Nothing will be able to attack for the next 2 turns. As Sinister Serpent comes down, so Strings more or less just delaying the inevitable, but you never know in this game. You never know what could happen. Alright, Masaki the Legendary Swordsman is tributed for Garuzis. And a face down spell or trap from Joey Wheeler, who has one more turn to pass for Strings before he can attack again. There's Return of the Doomed, no good. Wormdrake goes down. So Strings will only be able to take one direct attack. Joey, 2 cards in hand. Straight to his end phase. Nightmare Steel Cage has elapsed its time. It is gone. There's a Revival Jam, which cannot be brought back. And he plays it in attack, so it looks like he's going to go for Rocket Warrior. Believe it or not, unless Joey has another monster, Strings may actually get another turn. Wow, this one's gone for 28 turns. It'll go for at least 30. So a long match. Strings put up a bit of a defensive effort in this one, but it's just a matter of time. There's Panther Warrior. And that'll do it. Strings' defense will not hold. Panther Warrior would have to be the one to get the job done. Oh, I mean, you could sacrifice Legendary Fisherman now if you've already attacked with it. No, there goes Garuzis. And Panther Warrior. Oh, he sacrifices Legendary Fisherman, but either way, it doesn't matter. There go the rest of Strings' life points, and Joey picks this one up in straight sets. Let's head over to the tournament brackets and have a quick look at who's playing next. So in Duelist Kingdom tomorrow, there will be Mai going up against Bandit Keith, which that on paper sounds like a pretty interesting match as well. In Battle City, so Joey has just defeated Strings. So Weevil going up against Marek. So interesting. Now we will have a Rebecca match as well coming up, so stay tuned for that. Her series so far is doing the strongest. People are really enjoying her duels, and so am I. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for leaving the comments as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.